Okay, well, we try and figure out what the next portion is going to be. I think we're going to do pop culture countdown. We are going to. Hey, Marth, is there a binge worthy that's appropriate for this? Think about it. I'm going to just ask trivia questions to the audience. We're not going to do points because, frankly, I can't keep track of that. So let's see what people know. It'll be us against Chris. I think that's what we should do. All right. What does Draco Malfoy use to get the Death Eaters into Hogwarts? I saw one hand go up. Yeah. Yes, the vanishing cabinets. We'll go with that. Well done. Too bad we're not taking points. What legendary event is hosted by Hogwarts during Harry's 4th year? Come on, everybody's got to know this. Yes. Which spell does Hermione use to unchain the Gringotts dragon? Ooh. Come on, Teresa, you know all the spells. Really? And you call yourself Potter fans. You want me to read it again? I don't know the answer either. Which spell does Hermione use to unchain the Gringotts dragon? I bet you could guess. What does she use to unleash? Yes? No. 10 points away from Teresa. She's now losing the game. Yes. How about Relisio? It's Relisio. That's what it says, Relisio. See, get it? Release? Get it? Okay. What items does Albus Dumbledore bequeath to Harry? Aside from his razor. Yes. What? No. Yeah. What items? Wait, face. Yes. Yes. Kurt wins. You win a Laurel and Hardy handshake. All right. According to Grip Hook, what is Grip Hook? All right. According to Grip Hook, who put the fake sword of Gryffindor inside Bellatrix Lestrange's vault? Yeah. Who's Grip Hook? You know what? It's not Grip Hook. Yes. Yes, it's Snape. Saratella family is winning. Winning. Professor Moody turns Draco Malfoy into what type of animal? Yes. And what do we, children of the 80s, call that? Manimal. Yes. All right. Never mind. Only Chris got it. Yes. Which of the Weasleys dies in the Battle of Hogwarts? Which one? Ron Weasley. We're taking points. You said Fred? Correct. Who discovers Harry after he's been attacked by Draco Malfoy on the Hogwarts Express? The answer is no. That is incorrect. Who? You know what? You didn't say the full name. It's Luna Lovegood, so no points. I get the points. 10 points to Rob. What type of potion does Hermione use to fill the cakes of Crabbe and Goyle when Harry and Ron wish to impersonate them using Polyjuice Potion? Want me to say that again? That was a disaster of a sentence. Okay. What type of potion does Hermione use to fill the cakes of Crabbe and Goyle when Harry and Ron wish to impersonate them using Polyjuice Potion? What's it called? Oh, you know what, Teresa? You are correct. It says it's the sleeping draft, but I will give you the points. What object serves as the portkey to take the Weasleys, Diggorys, and Harry and Hermione to the Quidditch World Cup? A boot! Anthony had answered one. Now we have 3 Saratellas versus 1 that has failed at all of it. So Saratellas are winning against the Salmons. We may have to have a grudge match, although right now only 1 Salmons has answered. Scott's weak. Yes, smoked salmon, yes. Scott's too busy spawning. Where does Charlie Weasley live when he is studying dragons? Oh, wait, Scott is dying to answer one. You can't Google it. Romania. It is Romania. Ooh, we have a grudge match. Jacob, you have to answer one now, wherever he went. I can't see him. He's wearing the cloak. What shape does the Bogart take when Harry practices the Pontus charm with Professor Lupin? Peace out, homie. Thank you. 5 points. What? Yes, Matthew. No! I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Yes, it's the Dementor. All right, that's it for that trivia. We need to do something, though.
Okay, we're doing pop culture countdown.
Yes.
You guys have to agree on the top 3 of the best magical creatures.
Ooh. Best magical creatures. But before we do that, I have something else I want to do. I want the Salmons up here, both of you, because you guys went to Harry Potter Land. I want to hear about Harry Potter Land. So we're going to do a quick interview. It's an Input Junkie about Harry Potter Land. And I need you for a second. Mm-hmm. All right. You guys got microphones? There were 4 microphones. I think those girls stole one. Oh, no, here it is.
It's fine.
It's in your bag? How dare you?
Hold it.
All right. So welcome to Input Junkie. Large, of course. What do I look like? Have I ever ordered anything that wasn't large? Well, yes, if I ordered extra large. Okay, so this is Input Junkie. We're going to talk about Harry Potter World. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's start ladies first.
Teresa Salmons.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey.
Teresa's a podcaster,
I am.
among other things.
I am. I do Pinheads with the lovely Martha Southgate. And we sometimes do PokeCast Go.
Sometimes.
With
James Wilder.
James
Wilder.
Wilder.
Like-
Sorry, I always see your last name first.
He's like Cher now.
Wilder. And Brandon and some other guys.
Yeah, and some other stuff.
And I also do some stuff with Smashpad, who is like, we're just kind of global. We're everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's go to you. Who are you? Say it in the microphone.
Jacob Salmons.
Yes! You did a heck of a job as Scorpius, let me tell you. I'm a big fan of Scorps. Ugh. Yeah? No? Okay. And what's your Twitter account? Okay. And you, on the end.
I'm Scott Salmons.
Scott, what do you do?
I'm an occasional contributor to the podcast here at the Blue Box.
Yes, you're on This Week in Geek. You are known as Rated R Edward.
Yes, that's right.
And you've been on other stuff. So, yeah, you're official. You're legit.
All right.
You're too legit to quit. All right. And he plays
Where's
Magic. Are you still playing Magic?
Where's my secret decoder ring from the?
It's at home.
I collect. I don't get the chance to play as much, but
Scott, I did want to talk to you because I've been cleaning the garage, which a little left, but he was out there to see. He actually did a video of the mountain of toys and things
Oh my gosh.
that he posted on League of Geeks, and he was like, he'd go, oh, well, this is kind of lame. Then he'd go like, holy! And then he'd go to the next thing. He's like, oh, yeah. Whoa! I found 2 boxes of like first series Magic cards.
No.
are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
So we might have to have a play date
Yeah, we might.
where we can literally play and you can probably score a few Magic cards.
All right.
So there you go. All right. I want to hear about Harry Potter Land. You guys went there? Have you been there just once?
Yeah,
Yeah.
only once. We went probably about a month after the one in California opened.
Okay.
So we were at Universal Studios in California and Hollywood, California. And we went and what did you think like when you first saw it? Could you see it? You could see it from far away.
Oh, you
thought it was
could. So
pretty
like
cool?
you could see the Hogwarts castle as you were pulling up.
Yes! It's
What,
like-
what was your reaction, Jacob?
I don't remember.
You don't remember
Well, what do you remember about being there?
I
butterbeer?
remember I was on a creepy ride.
Oh, the creepy ride.
Oh,
The creepy ride.
Creepy ride. That was the first ride we did. Is you go inside the Hogwarts castle, and it's like a roller coaster, but it's like 4 cars, and you sit like side by side like this.
Okay.
And you have these special 3D glasses.
Okay.
Because there's a huge projection screen, and they've shot new footage.
Right. I know Ron and Hermione and
Right. Yeah, with a lot
Harry.
of the actors.
Couldn't think of his name.
And
They were
you're
in it.
like on a broom trip, and and this thing swings you around, and there's the air and the effects.
Nice.
And it's inside, and it's this huge screen with.
Does
you're flying
Hagrid smell
around-
funny?
What?
Hagrid smells funny. I just want to know.
Yeah, the whole thing. There's some funny smells. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a very very cool ride. It was. I mean, it does shake you around a bit, and it was all inside too. But
And you thought that was scary, Jacob?
I remember it was kind of creepy.
Yeah, kind of creepy.
Yeah,
All right.
you do see like the big dragons and things like that.
Cool.
Were the
Oh,
portraits
wow.
creepy? Were the portraits
Now, has
creepy?
anybody else been to Harry Potter Land? We are, as a family, we are dying to go. So I'm just so intrigued. Now, they have them in different places, don't
They
they?
do.
They have one in
There's
England.
Florida.
There's
and-
Florida? Oh, there is a Florida
Yeah,
one.
there's a Florida.
Okay.
But yeah, just Florida and California for the states. I didn't know they had one in England, but it
I
makes
think
sense
they
that
do.
they would.
Well, they have to have one. in
Yeah, I
England.
mean,
What was that? All of England is Potterland, except for one place that's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yes.
you forgot Tolkien Land.
Tolkien Land. No, that's in New Zealand.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All the places I want to be all the time. Or Milwaukee. They're all kind of the same thing. So,
It was really cool, though. I mean, it was.
what's cool? Harry Potter?
Yeah, we
I thought you
walked
meant
in there-
Milwaukee. I was
No.
really.
Nah.
I thought this conversation
We
went
don't
an
get out
ugly
a
place.
lot, but
Yeah,
we do
right.
get out enough. No, actually, we haven't been to Milwaukee.
No. So Harry Potter. You went to Harry
so
Potter.
yeah,
Land.
we got there early. We were one of the first people that were in there, and we just like plowed right through the rest of Universal Studios, going straight there. And you
Just
you
stiff
go
arm anybody?
in- Huh?
You stiff arm anybody? I totally know you, Teresa. I know you were thinking it. All right. So anyway.
So you go in and you look, and it's like you're right there in Diagon Alley.
Okay.
And it's really cool. You just go through the gates, and
Now,
it's all in front of you. And there's
Are
a
the
Hogwarts
are there
Express.
shops open in there, or is it like
Yes.
when you walk in the windows and you kind of
Yes.
look? So there are shops you
No.
can go in.
Yeah.
Tell about the window. Tell what this guy does.
You can use a wand to make stuff move around.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's interactive
In the
with the
window
wand,
displays.
so you move the
Yeah.
wand and things will move around.
Yeah, in the displays.
Yeah, so you have to
What?
do your movements in a certain way. They have different spells based on your arm movements.
Okay.
And so they'll have like a big, tall stack of teacups in the cafe, and the teacups start whirring around. And,
Oh, that's awesome.
Some of them, one of the windows has a musical display, and the music starts playing, all of the instruments start playing, and the sheet music starts flying up.
Wow.
It's really,
Yeah, it
really
was
And,
cool.
and I'm sure there are actors dressed as characters walking
Yes.
around.
All the park attendants are in costume and in character.
Cool.
And they stick to it, the whole thing. You know, they help the kids with the wands.
And they look good. It's not like you look at them and they're like, wait a minute.
No,
You know, like-
there are no cheesy outfits there.
Awesome.
None. The Bobatons and the Durmstrangs do a show, I guess, about every hour or so. One of my other podcaster friends just went there last weekend, and I was looking at all of his pictures on Facebook thinking, you rat, I want to be there.
Yeah. I wonder, did they do anything different for like Halloween?
Oh, I bet
Because
they
you know that's
would.
kind of a
yeah.
Fun,
thing.
Yeah. Oh,
We might
I
just
wonder
have to
what
move there.
Christmas is like there. Ah.
I bet it's like Christmas.
Yeah. Well, dork.
So there's the ride in Hogwarts. There's Diagon Alley, and there's all that cool stuff. There's the ride in Hogwarts.
And there's an outside ride. It's a roller coaster. It's not the big loop type, but it's like the Griffin ride.
Yeah, Fly to
Okay.
the Griffin.
Fly to the Griffin.
Yeah.
And,
More like a standard roller coaster.
more like
though?
a standard roller coaster.
Okay.
And
I like the more experience type rides. Like,
Yeah.
I remember Universal had the Back to the Future ride. It was just the greatest thing ever.
You know, my favorite ride at all of Universal was not in the magical world of Harry Potter. It was a Transformers 3D ride.
Really?
Yes.
The Bayformers of
Yes.
all things.
Really?
I was just sitting in that thing cheesing the whole time because every
Really?
second of it was awesome.
Well, a lot of them have this thing where you're inside and you're in like this car that moves around and you have the
Yeah.
3D glasses
Yeah.
and it's projected. And the Transformers, they give you like laser tag pistols and you're firing at the Decepticons.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now they did that. We did that at Disney, and it was like the Buzz Lightyear ride, but it wasn't cool. It was like super like things are, and you go boo boo boo, and it looked
Yeah.
like, and you were like, yeah, okay,
It's like that one at Legoland.
yeah. Oh,
But this one was cool. It was really neat. I
so
loved it.
so like Legos are cool, but the ride stinks. Transformer ride is cool, but the movies stink. Is that what we're
Right,
saying
yeah.
here?
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah. I don't
This-
think that they were impressed with the ride. I just thought
It was
great.
okay. I
I
mean,
wanted to know
still-
how it was done the whole time I was in there. I'm like, how are they doing this?
They're like nerd.
It's all
How do
like
you do this?
projections.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
back to Harry Potter Land. So
Yes.
I'm just confused by how it works. It seems to me like when I see pictures that people have posted, it looks like they walk around Diagon Alley,
Yeah.
and that's all I really see. And I've heard there's a ride that goes like into Hogwarts, which is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that's about it, though. So there's a roller coaster, but are there more rides? Is it like a
I
bigger
feel
area?
like there was another one, but I can't think what it was.
Yeah, maybe there was.
Is it
Jacob,
just
do you
the
remember?
experience of being like in
Well,
Diagon Alley that
there's
just
the,
is
there
so
is the
awesome?
There's the Ollivander's wand shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where he got that wand, I mean, it's like, you know,
It's
it
just
looks
There's
like
the
the
wand
place.
pick the child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So, they
no.
have the people
Right.
help you, and
Well,
there's
the
can-
credit card picked the child, I
Yeah.
have a
Oh
feeling.
my gosh, they certainly did.
Yeah. There's a candy shop with all
Yeah,
the
there's
the
Bert-
themed candies.
Yeah.
Berts and Bots? No, what is?
What's a candy shop?
Yeah,
What's
what's
the
the candy
Birds
shop?
and bees, boobs?
In,
What?
It was in Hogsmeade. Yes. What's the candy shop in Hogsmeade? Do you remember?
Honeydukes?
Oh,
Honeydew.
Honeydukes. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a restaurant where it's all like Harry
It's
Potter
good.
themed. And it was
Is it
good
good?
food. It was
Yeah.
actually good food.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, like the Disney food is surprisingly good.
Yeah.
We had a lunch there, and it was like really excellent.
Yeah.
So they've
Yeah, I
upped
mean,
that
it
game
was-
too.
it
It
was
used to
actually
be
a good
terrible
food.
at those places.
Yeah,
and now it's really good.
They did have a like a model of the train and the platform 9 3/4,
Yeah.
and they had a guy like as one of the conductors, and you could take pictures with him.
Okay.
And
Very personable.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, they pick these actors very well.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
yeah,
how fun is it?
The joke
Your
shop
gig
was
is to
there.
play your in Harry Potter
You
world.
know?
You know? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah, and the people, you know, and the staff were all really into it. You know,
Yeah.
they weren't just playing a part. They were, they enjoyed it.
But it's like every time you go through those doors into that part of the theme park, you come out about $300.
Ooh,
Horror. It was.
it's a tough one, huh?
Yeah. I didn't expect that part of it.
Did they have stuff like Death Eaters walking around? Like, did they? Because like when you go to a Renaissance
No,
fair,
but so many people
you
were
will have-
cosplaying.
A
You
lot
will
of people
have-
were cosplaying too.
you will have groups at the Renaissance fair is set up where it's like, oh, those are almost like the Death Eaters. These
Yeah.
people in the black, and they'll walk through and you're like, oh, yeah, this. What is that group? And I wondered if they did that here, if like the cast all of a sudden was like, uh-oh, or if that's maybe something that does
don't
pop up once in a
know.
while. You didn't see it.
Oh,
huh?
no,
we
we
didn't
didn't
see
see
that,
that.
no.
Yeah, but it ended up getting extremely busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by about 11 o'clock in
Well,
the morning.
I wish they'd make some money there.
12, well, maybe
Maybe keep
noon.
it going.
Oh my gosh, it was just packed. I mean, you
Did
couldn't-
Gringotts have to open to try to take all the money that was coming in?
pretty much. There was
Yeah.
a goblin in every pocket. But it was packed.
Was anybody dressed like those guys?
No,
You didn't
no.
see any little people like that?
No, there were
Oh.
every age.
You know I'd be into that.
Every single age was dressed up like Hogwarts students.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Little kids and the bigger
Couple of old
kids and the
flunkies.
Senior
grown-ups.
citizens, yeah.
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 Senior says, "Oh, Dad, were you there?"
Seriously, they
No.
were dressed up and going to school.
My parents, I want to see them out there dressed up. My mom would so cosplay McGonagall. She would be like, "I'm the teacher. I'm going to be McGonagall." I know it. Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's part of Universal Studios, so it's not a separate admission or anything. So
Yeah.
we went to see the Jurassic Park ride, which is really
Yeah,
fun.
that's supposed to be excellent too. See, that was where they had the Back to the Future ride that was so amazing.
Yeah.
And they've taken it out.
Oh, okay.
But we loved it. And then they had the King Kong ride, which was surprisingly amazing. And I heard they're retooling that one because of the new movie. Now, did anybody have any questions for them about Harry Potter Land or about that experience? No?
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes, the Wizarding World of. Yes. What's your
Yes.
question? You in the Gryffindor outfit.
Are you allowed to go into the Hogwarts castle and explore, or is it just for the ride?
It's just for the ride, but as you're in line and walking around, they've got like the animated portraits and different screens with the the footage from the actors talking about different things. So I mean, you get a pretty good look at stuff as you go.
So it is immersive. It's just that you can't just freely walk around.
Yeah, no.
Like steal things. I know you light fingers. We actually a few years ago saw at Museum of Science and Industry they had the Harry Potter exhibit.
Ooh.
And they had all these props, and it was cool. They had the same thing. When you walked in, they had screens that were the woman out front of the
fat lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Ooh, hello," and she'd talk to you, and then she's like, "You can't come in here." And they had all the moving pictures, and then they had props all the way through. So one case had all the different wands that all the characters had, and they were the props from the movie, which was astounding at how, because I've seen a lot of props from films. A lot of times when you get up on them, they're not that impressive. It's like, oh, I see duct tape. This was like amazing. It's like what you wanted it to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was what you wanted
Except
it to be.
out of wood, probably.
And then when you went into Hagrid's hut, it had a Death Eater. No, a Dementor that Molly was pretty young when we saw it. She never gets scared. She was like, "We need to move out of this room," because it was freaky up close.
Wow. Yeah.
The model was freaky. Wow. You don't even see it in the movie. You don't see the face that's under the thing.
Yeah.
But this was a real prop from the movie that they used. And when you see it up close, it's like, what? Who designed this living nightmare? But Hagrid's hut also had a giant spider in it. And it was...
Oh, Aragog.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was awesome to see in person. Because in the movie, it looks CGI. There's an actual physical spider. And it's huge.
Oh my God.
And it looks like your worst spider nightmare when you get up on it. The hairs and stuff, and you're like, ew, no! Yeah, it was great.
Why did it have to be spiders?
Why did it have to be spiders? Why did it have to be snakes? That's my Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, well, cool. I guess that's it. I just
Jacob,
really
would
wanted
you
to
like
hear
to go
about
back?
that. You want to go back, Jacob? Just to the creepy ride?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about Fantastic Beasts? Are you excited to see that?
The new Harry Potter World movie?
Do you know about it?
Have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Some of them are a little scary still.
Yeah, and some of them we're not going to let him see until, well, we thought we
That
weren't going
all
to let him see.
naked one? Yeah, don't let him see that.
No. We weren't going to let him see until after he had read all the books, but Lego Harry Potter has kind of spoiled all of it. So.
Lego Harry Potter. Dang it.
Yeah.
That's all right. You know what? We were just talking about this today. I was talking about it with Jim Wilder. See, I remembered his first name. How we kind of compartmentalize all these things. Even if you know what happens, it doesn't matter. You read the book, you see the movie, they're two different entities. So I don't look at it and go like, oh, they didn't do this in the movie. You know what? It's a different entity. Lego Harry Potter, it's got a lot of the cool stuff. There's other stuff that's there that's not in the movies or the books.
Yeah.
It's
Like
all
the Star-
separate. It's all part of the experience.
Right.
So it's all EU, which I dig.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
down with the EU. All right.
Not the European Union.
No. or Britax or whatever they saw. Britax was strollers or car seats. All right, Brixit. Let's be done.
Yes, let's.
Thank you,
Let's be
guys.
done.
That was awesome. I can't wait to go see that.
Yes, it's great.
Thank you so much. Bye, Saratellas. Thank you guys so much. Let's hear it for the Salmons. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Okay, so we're going to play Pop Culture Countdown. I need a couple of people up here for it. It's not a game like that. I need the regular podcasters. So, Chris, you want to join? Jim, you want to join? Martha, you want to join? No? Why'd you say that name? You're visiting? That's fine. Okay. And if you guys don't want to stay, just make sure you take a card and you write to me because you guys were great. And when we do our when we do, we're trying to work out. Here's a spoiler for everybody. We're trying to work out doing like live table read stuff here with some really fun, different material, including. We can't put this on our YouTube channel, but The Cursed Child, we might read the entire thing over a couple of nights. But we would actually cast it. We wouldn't play it as the game. So it would be a lot of fun. I would love for you guys to be involved. So take my card. If you write there, it goes right to me.
Yeah. Yes. I was like,
Cool.
that's a magical-
Excellent.
It's a
I'm
magical
Rob
potion.
Southgate. If you grab my card, I'm Rob Southgate.
From Southgate
Okay?
Media Group?
From Southgate Media Group. Really? Yep. You can't miss me. I look like this. On the picture, I actually look like this. See? I'm sideways, going like that. Yep. Charlie's Angels style, right.
No, don't give him that much credit.
Wait, if we're the Charlie's Angels, which one are you? I am not Farrah. You're Kate Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
I think that makes you Farrah. And then I'm what's the other one? Larry? I don't know what the other one is.
Lucy Liu.
You're Bosley.
I'm Bosley. You're Bosley. Are you kidding
You're
me?
Bill Murray Bosley.
You're I am Bill Murray Bosley.
I'm Freddie Boom Boom Washington. Wait, wrong 70s.
Wrong 70s show.
Welcome back.
What? Where?
What? Huh? Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Jim's like, I don't know what any of this is.
Is he Edward?
I was born in 1990.
1989.
Shut up, really?
Yeah.
How are we friends?
I was in the 80s for 2 months. Well, like 2.5.
I had 120 months of joy.
That's okay. Chris and I hardly remember the 80s, so it all works out.
It was a rough decade.
Hey, remember the 80s? Nope. Not particularly. Now I don't care what the temperature is.
Now I play golf in any temperature.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
All right. So we're going to play Pop Culture Countdown. It's not really a game. Here's what Pop Culture Countdown is. It's one of our regular shows that we do here, or we did here. It's going to be part of our specials usually, where we try to take a subject and we come at it and we say, what are our top, usually 5 of a subject. Each of us have our top 5, and then we boil it down to the top 3. Sometimes it's very ugly. Sometimes it's surprisingly easy.
It's never been easy.
It's sometimes easy until I'm involved because I always have weird criteria. No, Martha's the worst.
Martha's the worst.
And she doesn't like to lose, so she always comes up with weird, like, manipulations on
I know
us,
just
so.
what to say to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Martha, you're right. No.
Yep.
sorry.
That's what I say. Why'd you say that name?
Why?
Okay, so
I want to be Ben Affleck, though. You can be Henry
you're Ben
Cavill.
Affleck? Okay, if we're
I was
if
told
we're
I looked
on
like him.
Superman, which one of us was Ben Affleck and which one of us is Superman? And which one of us is Gal Gadot?
I'm Gal Gadot.
You
clearly.
are Gal Gadot. You're the pretty boy of the
I'm
group.
the attractive
And
one.
take that and run with it. So
You're Superman. I'm Batman. I think that's how it works. Would you like to be Batman?
of course.
Okay, I'll be Superman. I
I
don't care.
like Batman way more than Superman.
So do I. But you know what?
You
I'll
can
be
have
Superman.
him. You can have him.
I'll be Superman because I'm awesome.
Well, I get to be the best character in Batman versus Superman, so.
Why'd you say that name?
Alfred. Jerry.
Alfred.
He's even bad. Awful.
It's awful. Awful, but I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Stupid movie, and I'll still watch it. Welcome to This
times.
Week in Geek. No, welcome to Pop Culture Countdown. We are going to attempt to do, I don't know what the subject is. Jim, you came up with it. Roll it on us.
So the subject for tonight
There's
is.
best authors at the table.
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't need to be
I believe you
argued.
and I are going to be published very soon. So.
Oh, crap.
I'm not. I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it? Lame. Well, you're out of the running.
That's not true. I have been published. So.
Oh.
Dear Forum. Go ahead.
All right. The subject
That was
for
under the wrong
tonight
song.
is our top 3 magical beasts. Or fantastic beasts, even.
From all the Harry Potter movies.
Yes, including
Fantastic
fantastic beasts.
Okay, top 3. All right. I'm going to roll one right out
Okay.
because
Okay.
this is my number 1, actually.
Whoa, you're not even counting down.
Not even counting. Well, we usually do that. We just kind of roll it out.
Oh.
But I am saying this is my number 1
Because it'll change. Trust me.
because there are a lot. I like these creatures, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a great world. This creature I can watch all day.
What creature is it, Rob?
The hippogriff.
Oh, yeah.
That scene when Harry rides on the hippogriff's back and then, wait for it, it rolls its knuckle down in the water is, to me, the greatest thing. Like, I watch it, I'm getting chills just thinking about that scene. I love when he's on the hippogriff's back. I love it. I love that creature. I think it's really cool.
Well, since we're not holding back at all, then, the hippogriff is
Hagrid's just a
No,
guy,
it-
so you better not say Hagrid.
Of course, I have read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I read Newt Scamander's definition of a beast, and he does not fall under it.
Excellent. Let's hear
So,
it.
Why not? He's
okay.
a half giant.
Exactly. Giants aren't magical beasts. They're sentient creatures.
Got it.
Okay.
Boom.
Face. Take that, Kate Jackson. Go, Farrah.
So I think my favorite creature from the movies now is the Niffler from Fantastic
The hell's the
Beasts.
Niffler?
The Niffler is that little creature that's stealing all the
The
shiny
platypus
things.
thing, though.
Oh, the platypus guy.
It's It is funny. The little thing is cute.
Did you guys see
is-
it? Yeah.
It is a troublemaking fiend
Spoilers.
with personality, and I love it.
Yeah, it is hilarious
He does.
when they shake him
He's
out.
got a pouch
Yeah.
of holding. It's
Now,
awesome.
have you guys
It's
seen it
amazing.
yet? Did you guys go see it? We're not going to spoil anything. Just know it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's- a
I
Lil didn't like it as much as we did, but the three of us, boom.
and he still
we kicked
liked
him out.
it.
We kicked
He
him
still
out.
liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He gave it a B plus.
So you're saying the Niffler.
Uh-huh.
I have to go with the classic old favorite Phoenix.
Ooh.
I think the Phoenix Fox
Oh.
is just. I mean, the whole cry, the whole. I mean, the importance of
Yeah,
the
I'd
Order
say
of the Phoenix and all that stuff is, to me,
Yeah.
it's got to be in that picture.
You know,
I think it goes in there. It's not going to make my top 5, I don't think.
You know,
That's
I
'cause you're a
think
loser.
it's. Oh, now that you reminded me of it, yeah, that's going to have to make mine because, Rob and I just watched part of that movie, and the puppet they made for it.
We're holding hands.
Yeah, oh, it was so cute. Man, the puppet they
Some
made
parts are
for
scary.
Fox in Chamber of Secrets is so good.
Right.
It's so emotive. And, CGI creatures, they did a great job with them in Fantastic Beasts, but the performance Daniel Radcliffe gives with that puppet that they made for Fox,
Right.
it's so good because it has even its little feathers around its eyes twitch.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
pretty amazing. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. I'm still saying it's not in my top 5, but you know me.
Yeah.
That could change.
It will. We'll change it. So that's
It
okay.
could change. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, back to you.
Basilisk, awesomeness, big awesomeness. I loved in that book. I thought the basilisk, when they're like, it's this giant snake, and then all of a sudden he's confronted with it. I'm like, I knew what it was going to be. I had this and in the movie they paid it off. Yeah, it's a snake, just like you would say fox is a bird.
But no, it's more than that.
But when you see
Yeah.
their snake, man,
Oh,
Well, no,
This is a killer.
Number
This
one
is
it's a
amazing.
snake. It's huge. It bites you. You turn to stone.
Right.
It has a part of actually defeating the evil that it creates later
Right.
on. I mean, there's
It's
all
amazing.
sorts of layers to the
right,
basilisk.
and it is a magical creature. It is the definition. It's been dormant down underneath Hogwarts for how long? It is the definition of the magical creature. The only thing that it falls second to for me is the hippogriff.
oh man, I love the basilisk. Is my number 2 on this list. I
Yeah.
love the basilisk.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and that's another thing where just the effects that they used to pull it off really paid off as well.
It's really great effects. It doesn't look like, especially at that time, they were still kind of getting the CGI thing.
Yeah.
There's practical, there's CGI, but at that time, CGI could look kind of CGI.
Yeah.
And the basilisk does not. It holds up right now.
yeah, it does.
Not as good as weird baby Voldemort in the last one. I wish that could be
Can
one.
we
'cause
count Weird Baby
Weird Baby-
Voldemort?
That would be my number one. Weird baby
Weird
Voldemort
Baby
is the
Voldemort.
greatest thing.
Weird Baby Voldemort, the number one
I like
magical
how I was looking
creature.
like-
Did you say hippogriff too? Is it top 5?
No, I only got my top 2 written down here. So.
All right.
You can lie. It's okay. We changed our minds.
Yeah,
all
we
the
changed
time.
our minds a lot.
Yes, it was clearly
Even
on
if-
It was
there.
number
Even if all
5.1.
of them have 5 points, then we'll argue it out and we'll be like, nah, forget
Okay.
that one.
Trust me, it
So-
changes.
All right,
Something
since
not
I've
even
got
on
to
the
put
list will
one,
make it.
this one was a favorite of mine before I saw the Fantastic Beasts movie because I loved its description from the Fantastic Beasts book that came out around the same time as Goblet of Fire, and it's the Demiurge, not the Demiurge, the Demiguise. Sorry,
Demi-geese.
the
What is that?
Demiguise.
It's Demiguise.
Demiguise, yeah.
What is it?
Demiguise is it's.
We
in
just saw the movie.
yeah.
What was it in the movie?
The orangutan
Spoilers.
thing that turns invisible.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you love
Yeah.
that thing.
Okay.
That was an awesome character, but if you were going to decide between that and the Niffler, I would say it's the Niffler.
Well,
by
yeah, no,
far.
Niffler, yeah.
Niffler's going to win
But
over
they're
that.
kind of the opposite sides of the
No,
same
wait,
coin.
I was
I will say.
confused.
Okay, and
I'm
here's the
confused
other
by this
thing.
character.
Here's the other thing, though. Quick, is the description of it in the Fantastic Beasts book that makes it so cool is it turns invisible, and weaving its fur is what makes invisibility cloaks. And, I love.
Whoa, that all of a sudden became
I
a
know.
big
Yes.
I love how that ties in.
I like
because
it.
it's one of those great pieces of world building J.K.
Yes.
Rowling did. It's an invisible creature. That's where invisibility
That's very
cloaks come
Stephen
from.
Moffat-like of her.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a deep cut.
Uh-huh.
You just talked your way into a top 5 with that one because that was not making it for me.
Yeah.
In the movie, it was one of the few creatures that I thought was going to be cool and that I was not engaged with.
Well, hold on. When that scene where he goes in front of the poster, and
That was cool.
That was awesome.
That
It
was
was
awesome.
awesome, but I wasn't as engaged. Like
it didn't serve a
went
whole lot of
into
purpose
the-
other than it was just there. It's
when
hard
they-
to find.
And I was confused when they were talking about how it disappears and how you have to do erratic moves to get up on it. And that I didn't think he was when he went up
Right.
on it. So and then at the end he's like grabs its hand and he's walking. I'm like, I don't get what's going on with this creature.
I wonder if it wants to be seen. It can be seen. I think that's. I don't know if they describe it like that. So
Yeah,
it's got to have that time where it's like I'm done playing. I want to go back to.
And it might be something
Daddy.
that I would understand more on a second viewing.
Yeah.
Because really it was their babysitting is what we found out. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
But
that
the,
was a spoiler.
And that's the other thing. Whatever
Nice.
that creature was, I didn't like the baby snake things.
Oh,
Oh! Yeah, get out
I
of
wanted to
here.
put them in a blender. No, I'm kidding. I'll tell you why I didn't care for them. They were cute, but they just kind of seemed like
they remind you of something.
they didn't really do anything for me. But but when it was giant
Hold on.
and then
The-
shrunk,
the whole- that
was
fantastic.
really good. That was fantastic. But
Hey,
to
guess
me,
what? It's in the name of the movie.
but listen,
Unbelievable. What are those called?
I like the basilisk, and I looked at this thing and I was like, it's kind of like a little baby basilisk with wings. It didn't. That's why it didn't do anything for me. I'd much rather see the basilisk.
But think about the qualities of that. where
Yes,
it
the
fills-
qualities were
it
really
fills
cool.
the space
but
that
I'm
it
only going to put
occupies.
one snake in there, and it's going to be Severus. No, it's going to be. It's
Hold
going to
on.
be the basilisk.
It's a weird qualification.
But I'll take that.
Do you
I'll
have?
take.
Can you say that in parcel tongue?
I'll take the hairy sloth.
See, there you go.
It's kind of creeping me out.
Yeah, I memorized that as a child.
Yep. I didn't know Farrah
nightmares.
could speak parcel tongue.
It's okay.
She can't. She's Slytherin.
Ours is. No, I'm not even going to say it.
What?
All right, nothing. I am going to throw in as magical creatures that I think that are important to the story of Harry Potter
But
are the
um,
Thestrals.
What are the Thestrals?
Those are the undead horses that they take the carriages from.
Those were awesome.
Yeah.
Because of how they, number one, play into what Harry Potter is. You only see them when you've seen someone
Someone
die.
die.
And then
You know what?
Luna also sees them too.
Yeah,
So
that's.
Baby snakes out. Sorry. I love that.
I mean,
Although,
I just
yeah.
think the impact of that whole story and that ties them together, and you actually see Luna in a different.
Yeah,
Luna
in a-
always is
yeah.
surprising you every movie. She gets a
Yes.
little bit better, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
Oh, the thing with the Thestrals I always think of now is someone posted this up on the internet, and it strikes me every time, is after the 7th book, after the Battle of Hogwarts, every student had to have gone back to school and wondered why the carts weren't driving themselves in anymore.
right, exactly. Well, every
Yeah.
student that was there, not every other student.
Yeah, everyone who wasn't a first year.
Right.
Yeah.
I got another creature to throw in here. And I mean, especially when you get into Fantastic Beasts, like you could go, oh, I love the little guy that's supposed to be Baby Groot. There's a lot of stuff like that. But
that creature,
wait till you see
No,
it.
and
the bow
they,
truckles
and they
were
never
in the
steal from
original
each other
Fantastic
ever.
Book,
No.
book. So the bow truckles were in the original Fantastic Beasts book. So
Okay.
yeah.
Are we going to have to get out the internet and find out which was first? The Groot or the Bowtruxel?
How about tree ants?
Treants. Yeah, there we go. J.K.
Treants?
J.R.
I was
Tolkien
gonna
wins.
say-
We got to get our initials right. So
How about the Centrals? Or the Centaurs?
centaurs are old.
Old.
No, that's old.
Ancient Greece.
But,
Homer.
But as a magical creature in the Harry Potter world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
yes.
thought you were just.
And here's
Yeah.
why.
But they're
because
sentient. They can't. They're not beasts.
they're dangerous. They are dangerous. They are mysterious, and they play a vital role,
And they're angry.
especially in the books.
Yes, they do. I mean,
So
yeah.
to me, I would make an argument that they belong in the
Well,
top
okay,
five.
If we're talking about them, you wanted to talk about giants, or
No, but giants.
But see, I don't think centaurs are magical beasts. I mean, they are, but
Yeah.
they're sentient. They are
yeah,
on par with anybody else who talks. I don't think any of these other creatures.
Okay.
yeah, it's at the beginning of the Fantastic Beasts book. Newt Scamander lays out the creatures that are intelligent enough that he doesn't think they're magical creatures.
Okay, so he's
because-
so
well, Hagrid might
centaurs,
not. No. I'm
Yeah.
teasing.
centaurs are not going to make it then.
Yeah,
And as much as you like to say the dragons, we've seen dragons in a lot of stuff. They're cool. The horntail's
Yeah.
cool and everything.
But-
But these
Yeah.
others that we've talked about.
And I think how can we not talk about Dementors and how important they are to the entire universe and the
And
entire.
would they fall under this?
yeah, I think so.
Then I think Dementors belong here.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
Dementors are, once again, see, I like the characters when we start getting into what I like.
Yeah.
I like the ones that are dangerous, that, like in their case, they can't be tamed. The Hippogriff, if you come at them on their level, they're not tamed, they're just agreeing to you.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like that.
well, but
it's a wild animal.
The great thing about the Dementors is literally the first 4 books they're unstoppable, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you can do Patronus, and then you're safe from them, which is always kind of amazing.
You're pointing what? What, Scott Salmons? Oh,
Oh,
we did.
We
the
did.
we did.
Hippogriff.
We
We
talked
did
about
him.
hippogriffs. Buckwheat.
Buckbeak's a hippogriff. That's the one I said first. Yeah, Buckbeak's
But yes.
the
And-
Buck Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers.
All right, does
Twinkle,
anybody
twinkle.
out there have one that we haven't hit? You guys like that slothy guy.
Fluffy.
at Little
Ooh,
Steakies.
Fluffy.
Fluff.
Fluffy. Which
Aw.
one's Fluffy? Is that the dog? Oh, yeah, the three-headed dog.
Yeah, the Cerberus.
Yeah. If you're not going to put centaurs, I think you can't put Fluffy.
Fluffy
Fluffy
doesn't
is
talk.
a dog.
Yes.
Fluffy can't talk.
He goes.
Fluffy drools.
Somebody
Yeah,
understands.
she gets it. She gets it.
She understands. She talks dog. What? Mandrake.
Oh.
Ooh, mandrakes.
But I don't think they're at the same level as these others. They're just an annoying, weird creature.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do those, you might as well do those little things that steal the keys. Aren't they? Don't they steal the keys? What are those blue things that fly around?
House elves. I was going to bring up house
Oh,
elves.
the Cornish pixies.
Yes. I don't think those make it though.
No.
No.
House elves might,
But
especially
they're
in-
sentient.
They're sentient.
They're
They're
sentient.
sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work. They're
Dobie.
grumpy.
They're grumpy.
Creature. How about the house elf in
Fantastic Beasts. The house elves are great. In fact, one of my favorite house elves in it
Oh,
is only in the background, but the piano player
Oh yeah.
is in the scene with the singer. There's a piano player. That's all I'm saying. There's a piano player sitting at the back.
and then
And then the twist at the end of the movie.
Yeah. And then Darth Vader's their father. No.
Yeah.
And then the monolith comes
the
and it's
piano
the end.
player
Stanley
is barely
Kubrick
in it,
shows
but
up.
I leaned over to Jim. I'm like, oh my God, the
how
piano player.
about Ron Perlman? Oh, so good.
Who was Ron Perlman in it?
Oh my! Run!
You
Run.
are you
Am I
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously?
You didn't see?
Who was Ron Perlman in it?
Oh
Was he the gangster guy?
Yes.
God, he was the gangster cop.
I didn't even know.
How did you not know? As soon as he started talking, I'm like, oh,
Oh, wait,
my
he
God.
wasn't in costume.
He took off the Hellboy
The
horns.
Hellboy stuff, I didn't recognize him. That's right. I love her. I kept thinking, who is this? I love Ron Perlman. Boy, I drew a blank on that one. Holy cow. Mom, is he alive? No, I'm kidding. We know he's alive. Ron
Dead.
Perlman, he was Hellboy.
Fish dead.
We have anyone else that we missed? Oh, all right. Nobody likes the spiders, huh? Why did it have to
You
be
know what?
spiders?
They're-
And
have
Acromantula
one?
is cool, but they're just big.
Right. Voldemort is a creature.
Excellent.
Who?
Oh,
What?
is this a creature? The Bogart.
Yes.
Yes.
I think the
Voldemort.
Bogart should totally be in
That.
there.
Oh, the Bogart's such a clever idea.
In fact, I would take. Okay, here's my
Hold
top
on.
three.
Okay, your top three. We did that.
We said that. Pay attention, lady. I would say
Go back to your conversation. No.
not in any particular order. Hippogriff, Bogart. Wow. You changed my mind. That sloth guy.
yeah.
Better than a Thestral? Come on.
I'm
Or a Dementor? Come on. Dude.
only because they take his stuff and weave it into the invisible cloak. The deepness to the story, that makes it a lot more
Demigeese?
interesting. If I didn't know that, he would have never made the list, but now I'm intrigued.
But that's just a. I think
Just like
that's
the Thestral. The
I think
Thestral
that's
is a really interesting.
That's an Easter egg. I think that's not a. I don't think that's. I mean, it's not. They're not going to
Why?
make the
I
whole
just give
series.
my
of-
top three. Give your top three.
Mine.
Yours.
I think we have to
I
go.
will bump
I
that
think-
guy for the Basilisk.
I don't even think the Basilisk is on there. I think it's got to be Thestrals, Dementors, and I would say the Niffler because I thought the Niffler was cool.
The
You know, I'm
polling
not-
is
yeah.
closed. No, what do you have?
Yeah.
Pegasus. Are you talking My Little Pony? That's a Pegasister.
No, Pegasus exist. They're in the book.
Look how they get all angry.
No,
at
they're
me.
in. That's what he visualizes in Prisoner of Azkaban, right?
You do know
Is
that
it-
I like
is
when
it
I make you angry.
When he first goes to
You
the
do
lake,
know.
isn't it a
Deb knows.
unicorn?
I
It's a
enjoy
unicorn.
it.
Yeah. Not
Scott Salmons knows.
Yeah, but
Oh, Pegasus. Sorry.
They-
He's
Pegasus.
played
yeah,
games
they
with
exist
me.
in the
He
universe.
knows
Yes.
I live up for making people
Okay.
angry.
Well, aren't Thestrals technically kind of
What's a Thestral? Oh, yeah, it's a
an
horse.
undead horse?
okay. Yeah. So,
Aren't they?
all right, my list.
Your
got,
list.
All right, I've got Niffler still at the top. I love the little guy. Then Thestral. You talked me into that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to go with Phoenix for number 3 because I love the puppet. I love the Phoenix.
All right, where are we at?
All of yours have one, and all of ours have two.
Okay, what are the three then?
You know what?
Give me the three, and I'll tell you whether I can.
Thestral, Niffler, and Phoenix.
Oh wow.
I could even go with the Demi. I could throw the Demigeese
Yeah, the
in there
Demigeese.
just because of it, because of what it ties in. But I don't.
You know, Demigeese and Hippogriff are like.
They're 3.1.
Okay, we
Like
usually end up
Windows
doing
3.1.
that, so I'll take those. Those
Okay.
are 3.1, and everything else is 3.2. So give us our top
3.11.
three. Give us our top
3.1
three.
for 1.516.
This is it for November, whatever it is,
19.
2016. The top three magical creatures from Harry Potter world
Are-
are
The Niffler,
the Niffler,
Thestral,
Thestral,
Phoenix,
Phoenix,
with a close tie of the Basilisk and the Demigeese, right?
and the Hippogriff.
Hippogriff.
Yep.
You know what?
No,
you
we agreed
hush.
to three. We agreed to three, but we have to give those their props because they're awesome sauce. Boom.
Act 1,
Face.
Scene 1. Martha, go back to your
Honorable
conversation.
mentions are great for cheating.
Yeah, I'm going to roll. I'm playing Martha. What'd you say?
Hold on. No, this is it. This is it. Phoenix.
No, Martha, do the face.
Did you mention Harry Potter?
Yeah. All right, when does Harry Potter night start? All right, is that it? Give your social media.
I'm mildly
Chris.
uncomfortable.
You give your social media, and then you give
I'm
yours.
comfortably numb. No,
Social media.
social media. I can be found at theblueboxcafe.com or Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176 on social media.
And you?
You can find me at jameswilder.com, on Facebook as James Wilder Writer, and on Twitter at ARCBEATLE at ArcBeetle.
Okay, wait. I'm going to make you do more.
Oh, okay.
Because Jim is, he's got a couple of things going on. One is, if you are a fan of Pokemon Go, he's got T-shirts for sale right now for a limited time that are the characters from his book 10,000 Dawns with the teams from Pokemon Go that they're on. And they're really cool. No, it's a book. Book is coming.
Well, yeah, you bought
There's an
the
anthology
that
also.
ties into it. Yeah.
So
it's a book series.
So, Jim, where can they find that, or how do they look at that? Because they're really cool.
Well, you can find them at tfury.com. If you go to my writer page, James Wilder Writer, I have a link right there. So you can easily find it. It's also on the 10,000 Dawns Facebook page. I posted on Twitter, too. So Just
Good.
go there. You can click on the link or just go to tfury.com and search for 10,000 Dawns.
And I encourage everybody, if you haven't read Jim's stuff, go to his website, buy it. Support the writer, but you won't be sorry, especially if you like Doctor Who. He wrote a poem for every single episode of Doctor Who, and it is great. It's great.
Yes.
And
That's
in
how
fact,
we met. We met at, was it Indie PopCon? Or no, at
It was Indiana Comic Con.
Indiana Comic Con.
Indiana Comic Con, yeah.
So Rob and I are walking around, and there's this younger gentleman, very dressed as, were you Tennant? I think you were Tennant.
I was David Tennant.
You were
that day.
David. He was dressed as number 10, and we're walking around, and I go, Rob, this guy wrote a poem for every Doctor Who episode. He's like, no way. So we started up a conversation. This is
invited
2.5
him out
years ago,
here,
yeah. And he came.
we haven't been able to get rid of him. He's kind of like a rash.
Yeah, I know. I'm so annoying.
Like a,
yeah.
Somebody get me
But a
some
good
Jim,
one.
Jim and Drill.
That's right.
Yeah, and if
I'll
I
get rid of
might
it.
shill one last thing here, I have a novel, which is my first novel that comes out next Friday, which is called 10,000 Dawns. It's the novel book final form of this story, which I've been telling for a while. You should get it. It's accepted as
Please
being
do.
awesome. People
Always
love
support
it.
the artist. Always support the writer, and his stuff is really good. So I
Yes.
encourage everybody, but go to his stuff and do that.
And it's
You can
finally
also-
formatted, so that's nice.
It's finally
You can also, if you follow Southgate Media Group, links will either be on the website or on the Facebook pages or tweet it out because we want to encourage everybody to help this guy out.
Yes.
And I am Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group. You can follow me at R Southgate. You can follow the company at SMG Pods. You can also follow, we have like 80 different Twitter accounts. Now, here's the important thing for that. We now have some deals. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of T-shirt sales and mug sales and all this stuff between now and Christmas. Every day we're going to be tweeting out different cool stuff. We've already tweeted out stuff like we found a phone case that's done in the style of the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, but it is Doctor Who. So it's so great. We tweeted it out. Follow the link. You can buy it. We get a little commission. Doesn't cost you anything more than the cost of the phone case. It's really cool. And they do T-shirts and all sorts of stuff. So follow us, and you will start seeing that stuff. And if you're a Supernatural fan, sometime in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be having a promotion for, I'm telling the internet this because I think you guys heard it already, Entertainment Earth. We are giving away the car. It's a die-cast car, I believe. It has the two main characters in it. It is amazing. It's an Entertainment Earth exclusive for $100. We're giving one away. The way you get it, you're going to have to follow us. And I would suggest looking at our stuff now so you get how to do it. You will have opportunities. You follow the Winchester Report, that gives you an entry. You retweet it, that gives you an entry. You go and sign up for our email list, that gives you an entry. We'll make it so you can do this every day. So you can have multiple entries to win this awesome thing. And then, if that works, if we actually get enough entries, Entertainment Earth is doing a bunch more with us, including vinyl minifigures for Doctor Who. They're sending us a whole case of them to do this with.
Nice.
Yeah. So lots of cool stuff on the horizon. All right. I got all my business out of the way. Thank you. We'll be back in a minute. In fact, I think what we need to do now is play actual play Trivia Mayhem. So I need 3 contestants. Think about who wants to go. I would prefer not children because this is the trivia game that's harder. You could be but the audience plays against these guys. All right? So think about it. 3 people. We need them up here. And I will put Harry Potter trivia in. If Chris gets the Doctor Who trivia game for me back, we'll have that in there. There'll be Marvel trivia in there. And it's actually 12 different trivia games. Boom. We'll be back in just a minute.